Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a key update following Ferrari introducing a clever innovation, as well as McLaren's view on energy deployment. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with McLaren, and as we know this year, energy deployment is quite a challenge for the drivers. Basically, with the new rules this year, the power units hold more electrical energy and the battery depletes faster on the straight, meaning harvesting the battery is much more crucial for drivers. Now, if teams could use more electrical energy for longer, this would be particularly valuable at tracks with less big braking zones, as the 2026 cars harvest electrical energy when the driver is not on the throttle pedal. Now, one thing to note is that in Bahrain, which is where testing was held in 2026, there's more braking zones than there is at the first race of the season in Melbourne, so it's going to be interesting to see how drivers do at that track, where harvesting the battery is going to be more difficult for the drivers. And McLaren team boss Andrea Stella said, as quoted by Sky F1, so Barcelona was actually relatively demanding in terms of balance between deployment and harvesting. In Bahrain, it was relatively easier because you spend enough time in braking that you basically do all the harvesting braking. You don't need to do anything special in terms of lifting off, for instance, in order to add the time at which you harvest your power units. Now we go to Australia. In Australia, we go back to one circuit in which it's a bit more difficult. So in Australia, it will be a little bit more difficult. I think we will see the drivers be busier in terms of their driving style to make sure that the power unit is exploited in terms of harvesting energy and deployment of energy in a way that is efficient. And when we say efficient, it means efficient for a long time. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how teams do in Melbourne. And one thing to note is that during testing, Red Bull looked very efficient with their deployment, so this may give them an advantage at the first race of the season in Melbourne. But let's move on to Ferrari, and as we know, they caught everyone's attention on day 2 of the second test in Bahrain when they introduced a unique rear wing design. Basically, Lewis Hamilton showed off an upside down design when the active aerodynamics was being used, with that rotating upside down when opening and closing. Now, this was very different from Ferrari. I mean, most other teams have gone for a DRS style opening of the rear wing flap, but yeah, Ferrari's just went upside down, and the idea was to improve airflow and boost straight line speed. However, Haas driver Oliver Behrman has warned that the design, although is super innovative, could have drawbacks, with him saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, "Yeah, I saw it and it looks cool, but it's heavy as well. I think everyone has considered it, including ourselves, but there's always a compromise to be made on these things. I was actually behind Lewis and I saw it, and I was like, what happened? I thought it was broken, but honestly, it's super innovative and it looks pretty slick as well, so if it works on track, then they've done something right, that's for sure." Now, this design was only used by Ferrari on Thursday morning, on Thursday afternoon, and for the rest of testing, Ferrari went back to a DRS style type opening of the rear wing flap. Now, the FIA determined that the design is within the rules, and if you want to find out more about that, I'll leave a link to a video I did in the description. But Ferrari team boss Frederick Vasseur says there's no guarantee that Ferrari will run its innovative rotating rear wing at the Australian Grand Prix, with Vasseur saying, as quoted by Planet F1, "I think everybody's doing innovation. Sometimes it's visible, sometimes it's not. I'm sure that our competitors and everybody on the grid is doing exactly the same. It's true that the last 2 bits that we brought on track were visible from outside, but it's not a big difference with the others. I don't know if it will be for Melbourne or for the next one in China." But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.